first became aware about 2 or 3 years ago. As an employer in the community, we began to see it through the workforce, but we also began to hear about it through our jails, through our hospital systems, and then obviously as each year continued to progress, we would see the statistics come out, be it once again from the jails, from the hospitals, from the police departments, and really began to realize that this problem was expanding exponentially every year. The most important impact of Senate Bill 192 is the fact that it really is a comprehensive bill. We deal with addiction, we deal with neonatal services, we deal with education, we deal with the incarcerated population, we deal with recovery in a very comprehensive manner. So we try to address this problem at every place that it manifests itself, because it has many facets. It has many difficulties, and each one of those has to be addressed as its own unique problem, and this bill really gets at all of those issues. One of the important things that we did this time is we had a fundamental reset in the way we approach the problem. This is the third year in a row the General Assembly has tried to tackle a bill relating to heroin, and previous years have not had success in it. And so this time we reset the question. Instead of saying who should handle the problem, we said at what point in the cycle of addiction is someone most likely to respond to treatment? And then we began our journey towards the drafting of a bill from there, and it was very comprehensive. I've gotten a lot of credit, some others have gotten a lot of credit for this, but the fact of the matter is there were hundreds and hundreds of people who were involved in this from across the Commonwealth. I mean, we had meetings in Jefferson County, in Fayette County, in Carroll County, in Northern Kentucky, in Western Kentucky, talking to all different types of people from all different disciplines. We had prosecutors, we had jailers, we had recovery specialists, we had former addicts, we had family members of victims. We had meetings as small as 6 or 7 or as big as 50 or 60. And it took a lot of people to get a truly comprehensive solution. And now I'm looking forward to a truly comprehensive effort to really implement the plan that we set out. As an employer, this is something that I see every day. Unfortunately, we have had employees who are injured on the job, who end up on some kind of a pain pill, who ultimately that leads to a pain pill addiction, which leads to problems with their work day in and day out. That leads to people losing their jobs, which ultimately leads to a lower grade addiction, which is where you really see them start to fall into heroin. And it's a horrible thing to see happen. It's a horrible cycle that we see repeated time and time again across the region in our workforce. The other thing is in our hiring process, because we do drug tests for everyone that comes through here, and people failing drug tests is a big problem in this region. It's something that definitely has to be addressed. The most important thing that needs to be done to fight against heroin right now is we have got to have a unified, comprehensive response to this problem. We cannot have piecemeal responses to this issue. The community as a whole has got to work as a collaborative to be able to address this, because if we have a fractured or an undisciplined response to the problem, then we simply won't be able to address it, and it will manifest itself in other pockets around the community. Members of the community just need to get involved. Find an outlet, find somewhere where you can get involved with helping to fight this. The fact of the matter is, when we leave Frankfort, all we have done is set into place a framework for good people to be able to take action. We cannot legislate problems into non-existence. And so we need people who are willing to step up, who are willing to volunteer, be it at their churches, be it at a local hospital, be it through the jails, be it at an education center, and really help address this problem. Everything comprehensively, from education on the front end to treatment or rocking babies or whatever the case may be. There's an outlet for people to be plugged in. We just need them to get involved.